We are back with Dr. Tolu Olajide with Cone Health Community Pharmacy, talking about staying healthy as your family is starting a school year and what types of things you need in your medicine cabinet and beyond. All right, so we still have the ongoing risk of COVID. What should families have at home in case of exposure or just that positive diagnosis?
Yeah, so if a member of your family tests positive for COVID-19, it's definitely important that you have a supply of masks, preferably N95, to help reduce transmission. And also make sure you have COVID-19 tests on hand as well to test other family members to make sure you're also checking them for exposure. And then also, prevention is also important. So you should make sure that you and your family are vaccinated against COVID-19. This fall, we're actually anticipating a booster, a new COVID-19 booster. So starting hopefully in September, anyone in your household 12 years and up should be able to receive a COVID booster from any Cone Health Community Pharmacy near you. For children under 12, it's best to speak to their doctor or your local health department to set up an appointment for their booster.
Okay. All right. So while restocking the medicine cabinet, we're definitely going to find expired medications. I mean, it just happens. So how can we safely dispose of expired medicines? Like, what are the do's and don'ts?
Yeah. So one big don't with expired medications is to hold on to them. When you hold on to these medications after their expiration date, we can't attest to how safe or effective it is at that point. So it's best to get rid of it for everyone involved. There are actually safe drug disposal boxes located at a Cone Health community pharmacies. They're typically these very large green boxes labeled drug disposal program. You can put anything that's like in a capsule, tablet, or pill form in them. Unfortunately, we do not accept things like liquids, lotions, inhalers, or needles or aerosol cans. You can actually Google FDA flush list to determine which medications are okay to flush down the toilet. So you can check if your medications don't fit into those categories that can go into the safe disposal box. And, for things like pen needles or sharps, you can put them in a sharps container that can be thrown in the regular trash. Or if you have an empty bottle of like laundry detergent, you can put the sharps in there as well and then just throw them out in the regular trash.
Okay. All right. So once we've kind of cleaned out the medicine cabinet, we got all the new stuff in there that's not expired. What kinds of like recommendations do you have for organizing the cabinet to make it easy to so that we can find stuff that we really need quickly? Because things always happen in the middle of the night.
Right. So I know we want to find things quickly, and we also want to make sure these medications are safe to take. And a tip that, in terms of storage, actually typically surprises patients is that we don't recommend that you store medications in the bathroom typically. This can be a very moist and humid environment. It can actually harm the medication and basically make it degrade or expire faster. So it's best to store these medications in a place that will stay cool and dry. And I know we want them to be easily accessible, but we also have to make sure, if we have a family and there are kids around, you don't want it to be too easily accessible to them. So, it's hard to find that balance, but try, for the sake of your family, to keep everyone safe.
Yeah, maybe one of those high cabinets in the kitchen kind of thing that only the adults can actually reach.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so how often should families review and update their medicine cabinet and supplies?
Yeah, another great question. So, it doesn't hurt to go through your medicine cabinet every 1 to 3 months. That way you can catch things as they're about to expire or catch prescriptions you don't necessarily need anymore. And then you can go ahead and separate them and in a different area so you're not so they're not caught up with the rest of the medications that you're regularly taking, and leave them there until you're ready to dispose.
And very quickly, I know you have vaccines and immunizations through Cone.
Yes, so this fall, our vaccination hours at any community pharmacy is between 9 to 4 p.m. On Mondays through Fridays. There are a few select Saturday clinic dates. Those are to come, so look out for that.
Great. Thank you so much for your time and expertise. We appreciate it. All right, let's get a look at the forecast.